What's up, everybody? We're about 2 minutes late today. Our problem getting online. I don't know what the problem is around these parts, but whatever. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about social media and selling cars. Social media and selling rides. All right. Okay, so back in the day, we used to get into the world has just changed. I know this is why I'm doing this video. The world has changed so much in the last 10 years. It's just a whole different place for doing business. Everything has just changed so much. And a lot of us got left behind because we didn't even realize it was changing at the level that it changed at. So social media impacts everything we do now. Um, it's just amazing. And even if you want to sell cars super fast, all you got to do is be on social media. You will sell anything. It's credible. You know that app Let's Go? I put something on there. I guess it was last week. It was nothing related to cars. It was just it was like a dresser or whatever. It was just like the commercial. I mean, like you put the thing on and then knock knock. Here's the guy. He's like, oh, I'll take that. You know what I mean? And it was just that fast. So this really impacts what I would say. This is the new way it's going to be done from here on out. I don't think the days of us paying the newspaper to advertise and TV ads and all this stuff. I think they'll always have their small place, but I think their market share is diminishing at such a level now that it's just no longer relevant. I used to always like the thrifty nickel ads and the little five and dime ads. That was just a cornerstone of what you had to do, and we always had to be in the newspaper, and we always had to have TV ads and direct mailers. But anymore, it's different. I mean, if you've got someone's email address, they say that viewers are the new currency. That's a fact, guys. So let's talk about a few of them. Facebook is powerful, man. That is a powerful platform. I don't like somebody having all that information on me, but it's powerful. These guys, man, they know who, how, what, where, and when, and how many, and how long, and all this good stuff. Now, me personally, I don't like anybody having all that information, but when it comes to selling cars, they know who to show them to. So it's kind of crazy. Now they've got this thing called Marketplace. I'm sure all of you are aware of. Now, of course, they'll have groups, but then Facebook has a Marketplace, and basically, Marketplace is they're just honing everybody in and for a specific mileage radius from wherever your IP address is at or wherever your address is at, I guess physical address. You do 30, 40, 50 miles, whatever. And guys, I got to tell you, man, there's a lot of cars to be had on Facebook. People, it's just convenient to them. They're used to being on Facebook. They trust the platform. So they just walk outside, snap a pic real quick of their car, upload it. And, 30, 40 people start chatting about their car like in seconds, like 5 minutes later. So I'm all about it. So I think that you should definitely utilize Facebook in your field going forward for sure. So Instagram is a little different. It's a little different platform. I haven't seen anybody really utilize Instagram really for cars buying or selling yet, but I could see somewhere in the future where it's heading that direction. Maybe it is heading that direction, just isn't around here, or maybe I haven't seen it yet. But definitely. Now these little apps like Let Go and apps like that, guys, you need to be on every one of them. Just Google whatever apps that you got that are like Let Go. Go ahead and put them on your phone. These things are popping every 2 or 3 minutes with new cars and people, and it's the world of convenience. That's what everybody wants. They want it fast, 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 fast. So you got to get in the game or get left behind. As far as like Craigslist, I think Craigslist is still relevant. I think there's a little market still there for that. Actually, there's still a big market for that. It's just Craigslist got so watered down based on so many people were so full of crap. You know what I mean? They've got that. You can kind of hide behind there's no face to the car. There's none of this. That's what Facebook brings to the table. When you look at the car, you can also see who's selling it. When you are on Craigslist, it's all just a big mystery. So people they're kind of shying away from the mystery part. They don't like the newspaper ad where they can't touch, see, and feel, and they don't like the Craigslist where it's a little, it's a little uncomfortable for a lot of people. I mean, me personally, I don't care. But Craigslist is still a relevant place to do some car business. So I definitely, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that people like the other thing better. And another thing too, when you get into the social media anymore, that's what this is. This is the era that we live in. It's the you brand now. So if you're going to be successful, and then this goes into any business, you really need to get into a social media platform and just start building it for your brand. Because at the end of the day, that's where it's all going to be found. It's like you can't advertise on the newspaper anymore. So all you really have is what is your media or what is your authority online. So when somebody Googles your name or your cars, what comes up. So if you've got nothing, then you're not going to do that well. But if you go ahead and take the time to do it, which I'm going to tell you something too. There's some other ways I've seen this work. Um, Jen's dad he does old hot rods. Pretty cool. He's got a old Malibu he's doing right now. But I'm gonna tell you what they do. So they go ahead and do their car up, and they'll spend like a couple. I think this is the last one. They've got probably 6 weeks in it. And they're working it. But at the end of it, what they do is they upload a YouTube video of them driving the car, doing a walk around. So the car's got everything in it, so the people can kind of get a feel for it, and then they put it on eBay. But in the process, that's what I'm saying. Things have changed so much. So they're on eBay. The guy on eBay clicks on the video, and all of a sudden he's in the driver's seat driving down the road of this '66 Malibu, and he's just got a whole new perception of what this car is, and that's going to give you the key advantage that you need when it comes to selling and buying. That's just my personal opinion. I could be completely wrong. That's just how it's been for me. So as far as social media goes, I would say it's a good thing. I mean, it's definitely a good thing for buying and selling. If you guys are wanting to make a lot of money, that's what I would probably focus in on and concentrate on. Other than that, what else is going on today? I was thinking about getting into. Let me write this down. I was thinking about getting into how YouTube can actually affect your business too, because YouTube is a very powerful platform, but it's a powerful platform for a different reason. Um, there's some cool things about it too, but I'm talking about if I had a business, why I would want a YouTube account. And one of the main reasons you want a YouTube account is that web authority. Because once you have a YouTube account and you got a little bit of traffic, it kind of carries over into the search engines. If somebody Googles your name, if you've got a YouTube account, you seem to rise a little higher. And if you've got other things associated with it, like websites and other social media, the more stuff you have collected in like one circle floats you a little higher to the top. And especially in a local area, local business, I think that's a key advantage that you definitely want to tap into. I would not take that lightly at all. I've got a friend of mine that has a shop, and we were talking about it the other day, and the days of people just driving by, because he's got a nice shop. He's a great, they got a great shop. They nice, clean, good looking bays, everything going on with it. But the problem is, it's just kind of hit or miss. I mean, he's just driving. You got to wait for somebody to have something go wrong. If that's either a previous customer, or B, that happens right in front of the shop. Because as soon as if something happens 3 miles down the road and somebody says, "Google, what's wrong with my car?" or "Where's a shop I can bring it to?" Everybody that's got social presence gets a shot, and you don't. It's not like the phone book. The phone book's useless. So, yeah, I would definitely encourage you guys, if you haven't started a YouTube channel, to get into like starting that for your businesses and getting into the social network, because the longer we go on this course, the harder it's going to be to get in the game. So they say the best time was yesterday, the second best time is today. So I would go ahead and get up on it if I were you. Now, the thing I think about social media that I kind of like, I think it's a lot faster. I think it's just a lot faster than the old style of the newspaper. And the other big plus is it doesn't cost anything usually if you only do ones or two cars. I'm sure there's if you're going to be putting out a volume, you probably have to advertise with Facebook and buy the advertising or whatever. But long story short, you just can't beat it, and that's why I kind of brought it up. I was just people are like, "How am I going to do this fast? How do you sell cars so fast, guys?" It's social media. That's all there is to it. You buy cheap, you sell high, and you've got to be on a platform that a lot of people are going to see and a lot of people are going to utilize and trust. Everybody Well, whether they trust Facebook or not, I guess is up debatable. But a lot of people use Facebook. That part is not debatable. Um, yeah, you're absolutely right. You would think there would be. Wheeler Dealer is an excellent show, and it's really cool. They kind of got the guy coming in. He buys the car at a lower rate. He shows him the negotiation process. Then he turns around and his mechanic turns around and pretty much restores the car. They do it all in an hour, which that doesn't work in real life, but we all get the picture. And it's very interesting because that's how we all want to do things. Like we all want a good deal, and we always want the guy that can fix it for us, and we always want it to go back out and everything to be perfect at the end. So I agree with you. I love that show. I think that's a great show. And as far as I know, there's a lot of car shows on, but ones like that, I can't think of another one other than Wheeler Dealer, honestly, that is just strictly, their whole game plan is just get it, flip it, and roll it. There's some that kind of like a Gas Monkey, that guy. I love that guy, but it's a little unrealistic. I mean, you're just not gonna the average person ain't running around here with $200,000 or $300,000 in the trunk of his car to. And I don't know, man. Like they had that one where the Smokey and the Bandit. I guess y'all seen that, the Smokey and the Bandit one with the Gas Monkey. Of course, we're car people, so we get kind of addicted to these shows. But I was just amazed that the guy walks into his office and he's just got like 30, 40 grand, whatever. I can't remember the exact amount, but it was a huge amount of cash. He's like, yeah, and if you get there before then, I'm going to throw this other big pile of cash in. And it was just, I know a lot of it's just hype because it's TV, but still in the real world, that's not real realistic that somebody's going to drop 100 grand on you and throw another 50 in if you can do it a week earlier. Yeah, and then what is the other one? Not Graveyard Cars, which that's an awesome one if you're into those, the Mopars. What is the one? He's out of Virginia Beach. He's out of Virginia Beach. I love that guy too. God dang it, I know the producer too. She produces it. Dang, it'll come to me in a second. What do y'all think about the one in Virginia Beach for a second? Any other day that'd be right there on top of my head. That guy is a realistic dude. I mean, he brings people in. He's like, this is what's wrong with your ride. If you want it fixed, this is what it cost. And in his advertisement, he even says, you know what, man, I love the cars more than the people. And that guy definitely does. He's not joking when he says that. But they do amazing work. But they get paid too. I mean, they're charging some big bucks for that stuff. But I mean, they do killer work. I mean, they do serious customizations and all that. And it's a real place. It's just right there in Virginia Beach. But the guys are freaking awesome. Phantom Auto Works. That's what it's called. Phantom Car Works. Phantom Auto Works. I might have it wrong, but the word Phantom's in there somewhere. All right. So enough about car TV shows. I think we should all get together and conspire and come up with our own TV show for the normal people. What do y'all think? I think that would be a great idea. We should have instead of like custom Shelby GTs, we should have like Grand Am GTs. We'll be like, hey, look, man, this is how we found some extra wheels at the junkyard for this Grand Am GT and slicked it out. And this is we took our $50 car and made it worth 400. I don't know, probably wouldn't sell a lot of advertising, but it sounded fun to me. All right, anybody got any questions about or how do y'all? I guess that's a better question. How do y'all get rid of stuff? Are y'all utilizing the social media or y'all just Craigslisting and newspapering it or just sticking it down the street corner? Which you know what? Back in the day, back when I first got going, we didn't even think past that. We would just put a sign in the car and you just set it out there for sale and waited for somebody to buy it. Like that's just how it was. And then yeah, I got you, Buffalo. Yeah, Craigslist. Like I said, Craigslist it's still solid. I mean, there's enough people still shopping on it. I still think they got a movement behind them. But the social media is taking a bite out of their stuff. Now, Craigslist took a bite out of all the newspapers. Yeah, parked on a busy road, exactly. And matter of fact, I was talking to my dad not too long ago, and he's a car guy too. Long story short, he was driving out of his neighborhood, and some guy had a little BMW convertible, and he's like, I think that's where he got it. Anyway, he ends up buying this BMW convertible. Anyway, of course, my mother, who likes Cadillac Escalades, has no interest in it whatsoever. So after a month or two, he finally breaks down. He's like, I got to sell it. So he just drives down to the end of the road, which blew my mind. He didn't even think about all the social media, puts a sign on it. And dang sure enough, man, he sold that sucker quick. I mean, somebody went to the credit union, got him a check for $7,000, and that was it. I mean, he sold it like lightning fast. So yeah, you can definitely put them, park them on the road, and Craigslist it. Does anybody still use a newspaper or Auto Trader? I guess people still use that. I can't imagine that they're still. They must have other income sources than relying on individuals now, because I can't imagine someone paying for an ad that's going to be out in a week, and then you have to pay to re-up it. I mean, that's got to be a lonely place to be, an Auto Trader magazine. I don't even know if they still have it, because now I'm thinking about it, I haven't even seen it around in a while, but I haven't been keeping up. There's other places I know Auto Trader, like on the computer, you know what I mean, on the internet. I know they have them posted online, but I don't know if they have the paper edition anymore. And then there's other places like Car Soup and things like that. So a lot of that online media stuff, it just flies. I mean, everybody kind of went. It's just so much easier. I mean, you just upload an image and there's no cost involved, and it's just super fast and super cool. Yeah, not many newspapers left at all. I mean, they are taking a toll. I mean, here we still got like the Richmond Times, and a little further north, they got like the Freelance Star, and of course the Washington Post. All this up through this our area. Um, yeah, but he's right. It's too expensive. I mean, who's going to pay $30 or $40 to advertise a car anymore? It used to be that was the standard. You'd have to pay 10, $15, whatever it was, to list a car. But now, no, sir. I can't think of anybody that would pay to actually advertise a car now. I'd be interested to see who actually would, because it's just too free. I mean, they want the traffic, and they know if they have the car for sale, they can get traffic to their site. So these companies just make it so easy and so free. But anyway, that's all I had going on today. I just wanted to touch base on that little subject, because I had a guy that was talking to me about it, and I said I would elaborate a little on it and why I was going to really tell him why I did what I did, or why I thought that social media was kind of yeah, your customers are definitely. Yes, I'm saying people got everything's on their hip. I mean, if they want to buy something, I mean, they're going to pick up a phone and it's going to be over. I mean, it's going to be over, done. I mean, they're waiting to see what the next who liked their image is, or who liked their selfie, or who liked their post on Facebook. And if they're looking for a car, well, they're just watching the marketplace, and then, or while they're eating dinner, they're just letting their Facebook ad tell them when people are interested in their car. Like, this world is changing. I mean, it's changing fast. That's just how it is now. So you either got to get on the train or get left behind. And you won't oversaturate the market. There's tens of thousands of people on this stuff, and literally everyone just about is on it. So that's the direction we're going, I guess. All right. Meanwhile, so Monday is going to be our full week. We're going to be doing Real Talk Monday, and I haven't picked out the subject yet. If there's something y'all want to talk about, I would be interested in hearing. I've got a couple ideas and I've got a couple ideas looming in my brain about what I want to go over. I got a lot of things actually I want to go over. I just got to be specific on which ones I want to hit first. But I don't want to all stay on the same subject back to back to back. I like to mix it up some, because there's a lot of different interests out there. So you know how that goes. All right, guys. Well, nothing but peace and love from Richmond and the RVA. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Eventually, I will get my Amazon store link on the store, so you can check out all that cool stuff. My other older videos got it. If you see a video of mine that's got like it's got all the yellow writing on the screen or on the thumbnail, you can check into any of those that are out there. They've got all the links for our Amazon store and all that. And if you come up with anything cool, that's what I like about the Amazon store. If you got something cool that you use, let me know about it, because I will put it in the store. That's what I kind of have that store for, is all my cool stuff. I just like stuff that I'm using that's likely. See ya, nothing but love, baby.